What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm pretty excited to say GoldHen 2.0 is now officially released. Now in this video I'm going to cover what is GoldHen 2.0, how does it differ from GoldHen 1.0, who released it, and where can you actually have the best use of GoldHen 2.0 on which particular host. So without any further ado, let's talk about Alasif just dropped a tweet, mentioned GoldHen 2.0 has been officially released, and if you look over here, the developer Chameleon, also majorly involved with SiStro, has tweeted, "Hello ladies and gentlemen, as promised, hope you guys enjoy it. A big thanks to Naski, Kazuya, Alasif, there's me, who was helping with the testing a little bit, and a lot of people that helped us during the testing processes, also a few special thanks down here, and to many more developers who actually involved in the GoldHen 2.0 launching process." However, GoldHen 2.0 is 100% SiStro's baby, as Alasif mentions. She's just the mouthpiece in this particular case. So SiStro has put in a lot of work into this one, GoldHen 2.0, GoldHen 1.0. So hats off to SiStro and the developers. Special thanks to GoldHen, Junie, Chameleon, OSM, and a few of the developers over here. So guys, let's go have a look at the preview of how GoldHen is different from 1.0, and let's just see how that looks on the PS4. Alright guys, so here I am on my PS4. I'm already jailbroken right now. I'm just going to show you how GoldHen version 2.0 is different, or how it actually looks on your PS4. So if I open up settings over here, right over here you can see a beautiful GoldHen menu right on the top, which actually looks pretty interesting. So you can go and launch this up and you'll be able to see you have enabled FTP server, you have enabled BinLoader server, and I'm going to go ahead and mention this a little bit later, but how you can go ahead and launch as many payloads as you want without having to jailbreak all over again. Then you have the package installer, and you have a little button about GoldHen version 2.0. So let's click on the about, and you see that you have about GoldHen, support GoldHen, about me, who is SiStro. Go ahead and have a little information about it, and crack to old school crack-tro. We're going to see all of these in detail. So let's talk about GoldHen. So guys, these are the features that it actually includes with GoldHen. So guys, I'm sure most of you guys are already aware there's a difference between a Webkit, the kernel, and a payload. So this is no modification to a Webkit, neither a modification to the kernel. Is just a payload that's been updated. So you will still have to go through the same Webkit, the same kernel, and then finally move on to launching the payload. So when we talk about the previous GoldHens, there were many issues many people are facing, like most of them were not able to go ahead, use rest mode. It would crash on the second time or the first time they come out of rest mode, etc. On GoldHen. So guys, GoldHen 2.0 has sorted all of these issues out and is much more stable and pretty packed up, guys. So if you look over here, the features, you have a homebrew enabler, the debug settings, VR support, remote package installer, rest mode support, external HDD support. These all are stacked in together. And I like how he said coded with love by SiStro. That's pretty true. SiStro has been working on it for quite a long time and really spent all of his time and effort into it. So there's more stuff you can go and read into the change logs and talking about the bin loaders, etc. So guys, this is about GoldHen over here. So move on to support GoldHen. And as I told you guys, these developers have really taken their time out to go ahead and get things done. So if you do and you can support them, go ahead and drop him a support. So you can go ahead and buy him a coffee. That's ko-fi.com/SiStro. You can hit the donate button and donate if you can. Alright, so moving on out, we also have about me. So this is a little page about SiStro, so you can go and read about him and all the stuff that he's contributed to the scene, and pretty impressive stuff, guys, for sure. Finally, we have the crack-tro. He's put in a little retro crack-tro in here, so you guys can totally go check this one as well. So that's about what's in the menu over here. So you can go directly to package installer rather than running all the way out to settings, all the way down to debug settings, then game, and then package installer. So you do have that over there. So coming to the most important thing that GoldHen can do is actually running multiple payloads without having to run the Webkit exploit every single time. I know the Webkit exploit can be a pain because you have so many memory errors, sometimes 10 times, 20 times, sometimes 3, sometimes 5. So you guys know how you've been facing all of that right now. So guys, with GoldHen 2.0, you do not have to face that when you want to run another payload. So that is where enable BinLoad server actually comes into picture. And guys, I'm going to show you a new host that actually utilizes GoldHen 2.0's functionalities to the max and make life so much easier for all of us. And that host is by developer Nasky, who's also a well-known developer, and he's actually made his own host. He's gone ahead and utilized GoldHen 2.0 for the best, and he's made Payloads compatible with the BinLoad servers. Now this makes life so much easier for people who want to go in and run Payloads after they've been jailbroken, guys. You just have to jailbreak once, and once you do that, you can go ahead and enjoy all the rest of the payloads without having to break your head every single time with the Webkit exploit. So let me go and show you how that works, and let's go look into this new host as well. Alright guys, so back onto my PS4 right now, I'm going to go to my settings, and I'm going to show you that I'm actually presently jailbroken with Gold Hen. But I'm going to show you this host I was talking about by Nasky, the developer. So if you look over here, I already do have it bookmarked, so I'm going to go ahead and launch it right off. So that is a link in the description, guys, and I'm going to drop this link in the description. If you look on the top, you can see installing offline cache, so it's actually being cached right now. It does have a pretty simple interface. I actually really like it. So I do like a few things about this host, guys. It's actually pretty unique with a few different touches that's very original. If you look over here, the wallpaper keeps changing every single time when it's jailbroken, when it's not jailbroken, when you go in and refresh the page, etc. So that's a pretty interesting touch. I like the whole big jailbreak button over here as well. And the still caching up over here. So if you already are jailbroken, you can go directly to the payload page. And it has some pretty interesting notifications that keep coming up over here, which identifies which device you're on, even if you're on an iPhone or an Android or a Mac or a Windows. So this is the pop-up I'm talking about. It does tell you which operating system you're from, that's a PlayStation 4, and which firmware you're on as well. Okay, so guys, as you can see, the wallpaper does keep changing. Very simple wallpapers, but kind of an interesting touch right over there. Okay, so since I'm already jailbroken, I'm going to avoid this step and I'm going to go straight to the payload page. I'm going to click this. And here you go, guys. You have payloads and you also have game mods. You can jailbreak again and go back to the jailbreak page, or you can check the credits. You can see all the credits over here. Okay, so you do have few different sections over here, the dumper, the tools. By the way, guys, Nasky is going to go ahead and update and polish up the host a little bit more. But as you can see, so you do have lots of different payloads over here that you can go and run. But guys, before you do this, we're going to go back to the menu over here and make sure we have enabled BinLoader server. So we click this, and then BinLoader has begun. So awesome. Let's go back to the host now. So guys, this is the best part about GoldHen 2.0, that you do not have to have the Webkit exploit running every single time whenever you want to launch a new payload. So I'm going to go and hit disable updates, though I'm already disabled updates, but I'm going to hit this again. So once I click this, there you go, guys, payload received, and it is completely successful. Disabled updates. That's about it, guys. You don't have to worry about running the Webkit exploit all over again and running things one by one. For example, I'm going to launch Orbit Toolbox, and I'm going to go and click this one. There you go. Orbit Toolbox now should be loaded. And this is the second payload I'm running right now, guys. Just like that. This is actually pretty cool, considering that I'm on 7.55 and I'll have to go through a whole lot to just go ahead and enable this or running a payload every single time. Likewise, you have the Linux payloads over here as well, which reminds me I still am yet to drop a Linux tutorial to go ahead and explain everything in very simple format. So guys, that is Nasky's host right over here. So he did mention he's going to be polishing this up a little bit more to make it a little bit more user friendly. And guys, you guys should go and definitely check this out. If you're using GoldHen 2.0, it actually makes sense to do so. Unfortunately, all the other hosts that actually has GoldHen 2.0 as of right now, when you run the payloads, it does not work the same way. The Webkit will have to go ahead and launch and then have the entire process done. Meanwhile, you can still enable the bin loader, but you'll be having to go ahead and send it from the system, send the payloads over from a PC connecting to the PS4's IP address. So Nasky's host, however, guys, has everything inbuilt. You can go ahead and launch it right over here, and it acts like it's sending it over from a local host. So that is the best thing about this particular host, guys, and it does do the jailbreaking, etc. So you guys can definitely go check this out. I will leave the link in the description. So guys, as you can see, I go to settings. I do have GoldHen over here, Orbis Toolbox over here. So everything works pretty well, and the rest mode is supposed to work flawlessly, guys. I'm going to go and hit rest mode right now. I'm going to come back out of it. I'm going to be doing a lot more detailed testing later. So guys, just to go ahead and re-mention that again, a Webkit exploit is what causes memory errors. A kernel exploit is what causes kernel panics. GoldHen has nothing to do with the memory error or a kernel panic. It's just a payload, but this payload has been updated to have a stable experience on your PS4 and you don't have to go ahead and run the Webkit exploit and get more memory errors while you're trying to go ahead and access more payloads, guys. So guys, that's about it for this particular video. Go ahead guys, drop a comment, let me know which firmware version you're on, and if you're going to be using GoldHen 2.0 and which host you actually prefer using as well. Alright guys, so I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, happy gaming guys. Cheers, bye bye.